know if it's the screen or if it really looks so blurry. I don't know. Hey guys, how are you? As I promised, nobody's here yet, but as I promised, that's a plane. I said I was gonna make a live stream today at 6 p.m. my time zone, which I'm not sure what it is exactly. It says like GMT5. Anyway, I'm here. Hi guys. I just wanna check in because I know I've been uploading trailer reactions, but when it comes to movie reactions, I've been absent. Hi Shane. Hi Ryan. How are you guys? So yeah, I know it's in the middle of the week, and most of you must be working, depending on where you're located. Like here is 6 p.m. 6, yeah, exactly 6 p.m. And at some places in the US it's 3 p.m. In Europe is I think midnight or 1 a.m. Wow, it is crazy. But do you hear all right? 40K by Colombia is on fire. It's horrible. It's not that I don't want to talk about it, but I don't know. Nobody's talking about it outside social media. People are avoiding the topic here. So I don't know. But yeah, the country is a mess. And it's gonna keep being a mess. Uh, I'm actually struggling because it's the desperation. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. I don't know. They just started killing people because they think differently. So it's horrible. I don't think I have had peace since the new government started back in 2022. But now it's getting worse because elections are next year and apparently they don't care anymore. They want to force, they want to stay in charge, they want to keep the power. And it's looking bad. Bad, bad, bad. Uh, I'm doing fine. I just getting out of bed right now. Like, where do you live? Like, what time is it there? 7 p.m. here on East Coastal US. Oh, it's actually later than here. It's 1 a.m. in my place, guys. Well, I actually go to sleep around 1 a.m. midnight, so hope you're safe and your family too. I don't know what's gonna happen. Right now, we're safe, but if things get worse, we're basically fucked. I'm just waiting because that's the only thing you can do. Wait. And what happens next year with elections? Because if those people, like I'm talking the government in general, the left, whatever, if they stay in power, we're fucked. Game over. So I don't know. Today we're safe, economically speaking. I don't know. I don't know. I just tired. Tired of seeing every fucking day something horrible happening. Like, I don't know if you saw the news, but they try to kill one of the candidates for next year's elections, like cold blood, and that was in my sister's neighborhood. And that man is fighting for his life now, and people are just making fun of him online. Like, he's a fucking human being, and people are happy about it. And he's a father, a husband, and some people are fucking celebrating. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm just so disappointed in society. I'm just so. Ever since I saw the news, I'm like so hopeless. I'm so worried. I don't know. You can't do anything about it. We just have to wait and see what happens. It's horrible. Midnight here in London. I miss London. I think when I went there, I thought it was beautiful. I can't travel there anymore because many people screw it up and they cancel. We have to get a visa, basically. So, yeah, I'm very emotional right now. So, what's up? I heard also there are many manifestations in the US. It's not looking good either. So that makes me wonder what's going on in the world. Everybody's fighting, everybody is suffering. What is gonna happen? I know I've seen the pictures and it seems crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's not fair. Like, is it that hard to live in peace? It's just horrible. Sometimes it feels like there's nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and what's the bloody point on everything? It's just hard. I did decide that if things keep happening here, if nothing changes next year in terms of who wins the elections, I'm done. I'm not gonna stay here to see everything crumble because I know it's gonna crumble. I'm just so tired of being afraid. I'm so tired of really taking care of what I say, who I talk to, because if you mess with the wrong people, you're dead. If, if someone who's very resentful towards, I don't know, middle class, high class, whatever, finds out that you have anything at all, they will hurt you, they will take everything from you, and the police can do anything. So it's isolating. Like sometimes I struggle going outside. It's like I don't even know who to trust. And yeah, call me egotistic or whatever, but I'm afraid of losing everything. I overall I always said that I had stability here. but it can happen. Everything can crumble. Just one law, and they can take everything away from you. Every single fucking thing you work for. What's the bloody point? Why? It's scary. Yeah, I'm paranoid. So it, it hasn't been so good for my mental health because I keep questioning my life choices. Like, I should have started something different. Maybe something that helps me get the hell away from this country. Because what am I gonna do if I have to run? It's hard to think all of it. And I keep thinking and thinking, what if, what if? Because everything is starting to look bad. And I try to talk to my family, of course, and they pretend like nothing is happening. They don't want to talk about it. They are hopeful in God and everything. And I know that's important to pray, to hope for the better. But there's free will, and if someone wants to fuck you up, they would do it. It has happened in other countries. It can happen here. It can happen to me. It can happen to my family. It's a possibility. So it's scary and it's unfair. And yeah, have you read the news? There are terrorist attacks now because of the guerrilla. And it's funny though, and it's ironic. I used to get so mad, even with you guys, when you were talking about Pablo Escobar and all the shit that the country used to be known for. But now I get it, because it's happening again, and it's even worse. It could get much worse. So yeah, the stereotype is fucking real. Have you heard many people are? I've met people like that here. I'm the exception, but that doesn't take the fact that outside this country, I'm just at the eyes of everybody else. I'm just like them. Ugh. So yeah, I'm scared, and I'm just letting it all out now because I've been trying to hold it for days. Oh, no. I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry. I just can't read them out loud now. Oh, I can barely breathe. Hi, I'm Spanish. You sub. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Of course, I know Jesus, but have you noticed that right now the world is facing a spiritual crisis? Like, do you see the media? Everything is so freaking satanic. Everything that was considered wrong is now fine and praised, and everything that was considered good now is shame. So, what is going on? Seriously. And that's not just here, that's happening all around the world. So, what? So, yeah, I'm losing my mind. I know that's the last thing I should do. But man, I'm, I'm not hopeful. I don't see anything that can get better. I don't see it. I don't see how we can get over this. Because I'm sure it's gonna get worse before it gets better. They're really running everything. And they're gonna keep spending money. And they economy of the country is gonna go to shit. And that, of course, affects me. What is gonna happen? What am I gonna do? Oh, uh, it's the prime example of the few messing it up for the many. Yeah, I, I don't want to get resentful too, but sometimes when I see people being so happy about the murders, like, what? How can you be so freaking cruel? How can you be more concerned about a soccer game than what's going on? Uh, yeah, I know. I I have to get this over with. I I can't worry that much. At this point, it's like if something bad is gonna happen, let it happen now. It's the certainty that's killing me. Like not knowing what the phone is gonna happen is what kills me because it's not on me. It's on so many people. Uh, so yeah, it's being hard to pretend like nothing is happening. I don't know how can people do that. Uh, 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 the world may be cruel, but God is good. Uh, uh, and overall, yeah, there was an earthquake. You know, my mother was scared, but I was like, if it's going to end, let it end now. That was my line of thought. I didn't even went outside. I was like, what's the bloody point? And overall, like, it's been quite a month. Uh, a week ago, I was at a funeral of a family member. She unalived herself. So, fudge. It's like too much. Uh, like, okay, I'm gonna write the question because I'm answering without reading it. Uh, I know it's easier said than done, but have you and your family considered living in Colombia? We had a talk a few months ago because everything that's going on is getting worse and worse, and I was getting worried. And I talked to them like, "Hey, what are we gonna do? Like, this is not looking good." And it could happen like in Venezuela. Like we have certain things here, but in Colombia and with Colombian pesos. But if the devaluation keeps on going, you know, if it gets worse, we're gonna lose everything because that is just gonna be a piece of paper that is not gonna be worth anything. What are we gonna do? And I said to them, like, if the next person who becomes president is still from the left and is still like a guerrillero, you know, a criminal, whatever, we're fucked. There is no way the country can recover from that. It's only been 3 years, and the health is shit now. The economy is shit now. The security is shit now. They're protecting criminals. What the fuck? The police can do anything about it. What the fuck? So if that only happened in 3 years, imagine what is gonna happen in other 4 years. And my sister agreed with me, and like logically speaking, the one that has it easier is her because she's a pediatrician, she's a doctor, so it's easier for her to get a work permit somewhere else. Her career is important. So it will have to be progressively, right? We can just pack it up and leave immediately because what's the plan? So she will be the one who has to leave first and then ask for the family, hence my mother and I. Although my mom thinks that what's the point? Like she doesn't want to leave, and I understand her. She's fucking tired. Like she has had it hard. She has worked since she was a little kid, and I don't think she has it in her to start over again somewhere else. And I understand that, but I don't know. Uh, I know so many people who are joining now, freaking out because I'm crying. Yes, oh, I'm sorry. Oof, I just need to cry because every time I try to talk to my mom about this, she says that I shouldn't let it get to me. That I could express grief or pain or anger in a more non emotional way. I don't even know what she meant. So, like, she's worried, but she's hiding it. That's the way she copes with everything. But is it an earthquake? No. I wish it was just the earthquake. Like, the earthquake was nothing. Oh. Uh, and on top of that, like, it's not has always been hard on me because it's the anniversary of my dad's death, and that brings so many memories. Whew. So yeah, back in therapy, but sometimes it's like, what's the bloody point? Like, what? Uh, it's been fucking 14 years, and I've been miserable all those fucking 14 years. And I'm 26, so more than half my life I've been in pain, and I'm tired. Oof. Uh, oh, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, sorry, I just can't talk right now. I'm struggling, and I need to calm myself down before my mom gets home because she's gonna see me like this and she's gonna freak out. So, oh, it's so hard. Once you let it out, you can stop it. Uh, so much worry. Uh, yeah, I did close sheets to the airport, so that's why. Can you hear the airplane? I think you can. Uh, Yeah, it is scary. Uh, it's scary. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Like, and I have this tendency to isolate myself from the world, especially because I have never felt comfortable with this culture. Never. I don't understand why. Maybe it has to do with my dad, with the way I was screaming for so long, and then I went outside the world, and it's horrible. uh, it's horrible. So yeah, my family is from Cuba, so I completely understand. Yeah, like I keep thinking because history has taught us what is gonna happen. It happened to Cuba, it happened to Venezuela. Hell, even if you search history, what happened with the Soviet Union? So, what happened in Berlin? So it's like, what the fuck is going on? If you don't know history, you're condemned to repeating it. You know what I mean. So what did your family do? Did they leave Cuba? Uh, and I have this low self-esteem, so I consider myself useless, completely dependent on my family, and useless. So when someone like me faces everything that's happening and the possibility that I have to start from scratch, completely from scratch, somewhere else, in the case they let me stay in another country because I'm from here, and that doesn't look good outside. In the case they let me stay to start over again, what am I gonna do? Ugh. Ugh. That's the thing. I keep saying this because of the low self-esteem. I think I'm 26 and I haven't done shit at all. Like I've been a waste of air. Of air. Whatever. That's how I feel. Completely useless. Yeah, that's what I feel right now. The burnt out. Like, what's the point of life? What's it? What is it? Is it family? Do I want to start a family with everything around here is shit? Uh, uh, Hola Adrián, solo mira lo que está pasando. O sea, mira las noticias. Yo solo míralas. And I don't know why I get so obsessed with something and I have to research, keep researching. I know it's not healthy, but every single day something worse is coming out. Something worse. It's like I I know I shouldn't do this, but it's important to stay informed. Sometimes I try to talk to people and they don't even know what's happening, and I think that's even worse. Because yeah, I live in the capital and we are like protected, like uh, anything can change. I remember studying history about this country. And also from what my mother and dad told me, and there was a time where you couldn't even leave the cities because either the guerrilla kidnapped you, robbed you, or did something else. So it's gonna happen again. It is like now with technology, they have fucking drones. Drones. They can threaten people like stay in your houses or else. How do you live like that? Ugh. Right now, America is hard immigration. I know why the protests are happening, the mass deportations, and I don't know. I have a big disadvantage. I'm from Colombia. That's the best. That, that's the biggest difficulty I have right now, and I've been facing it a lot. So, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, you have to be grateful where you were born into. It can make a big change. And yeah, I'm from here, so I'm basically fucked. That's why I get so upset. I know it's childish, I know, but I get so upset. Eh, I get upset with someone who was born and raised in the US and they don't speak shit of Spanish and they have never visited Latin America. They take the I'm Latina, oh, viva Latino America, viva los Latinos, whatever. And they take all the advantages of being Latino, but it's fucking hard. Being born in a Latin American country, being surrounded by violence and fear. What the fuck? If you wanna be Latina, take it. Fuck it. Oh. And I know my mother has had it even worse. She doesn't like to tell me everything, but once she told me she had like a encounter with the guerrilla when she was living in the countryside. Like, what the fuck? Mm. And that's one of the reasons she decided to move to the city. It's horrible. And I think it's a slap to the face to all of them, all of that generation who lived through that. And because the younger generation think the socialism is the answer, that praising guerrilleros is the answer, now everything is going to shit. And you know what's the difference? I asked my mother, like, you lived through the whole Pablo Escobar thing, the whole guerrilla, terrorism. Why did you stay in this country? I generally asked her, and she told me there was never a doubt that she wanted to stay because people wanted to fight for the country, people wanted to make it better. But now everybody's so hateful, so resentful because somebody has more than them. But what the fuck? You need to work to get that. Not because you want something doesn't mean that you have the right to take it away from them. Yeah? You know? I think all the works, all the jobs are, they deserve respect. It doesn't matter what you do. And in the future, it doesn't matter what I do. At this point, I don't even care about the career I study. I don't even care about dreams or shit. I just wanted to live in peace, have a job that it helps me enough to live peacefully, to live good, without any necessities. And meet somebody, make a family. At this point, is that so much to ask? I guess so. Because I see it's either the old feminists like, oh man, that shit, like what the fuck? Or the men are saying, oh, but 50-50 because you're gold diggers. It's insane, it's insane. The world is insane. Ugh. And in my 40s, and I used to think just like you when I was in my 20s. And I have gone through betrayal of those, and now they're good enough. Now my life is taking off. Sometimes you need to be patient. Yeah, I know. And it feels so fatalistic now. I think it's just I'm so tired that I've been fighting my mental health and everything around me since I was 13. No, since I was 12 years old. It's so much, man. So much. Uh, yes, I need to touch some grass and sit around a fucking tree. Yeah. And I do want to stay off social media for a while. Especially Twitter or Instagram or TikTok. It's insane. It's insane seeing what the people are thinking. That's what kills me the most. Because it's like, what kind of society is this? What the fuck? It's hard. And I cannot hide it anymore. Because sometimes you hear, I don't know, where people you're close-ish to, or you have to work on something with them, saying comments like, yeah, either which are horrible, take them down, like something so random is like, what the fuck, dude? Get a job, work your way up if you want to, but what the fuck? Embracing the freaking guerrillero, oof, that's what kills me the most. Especially like knowing the history of the fucking country. Like, how can you do that? It's it should be illegal. It feels like a slap in the face. Seriously. So from now on, if you wanna talk shit about Pablo Escobar, everything about this country, it's like I'm not even gonna deny it anymore because I'm living it. Uh, it's horrifying. I read somewhere that someone said this is worse than with Pablo Escobar because at least he never got to be president. Fuck, that blew my mind. Fuck. The true point in life is about knowing the Lord Jesus Christ and believe He's the Savior who died for our sins. I do believe in God. And when my dad was sick and was dying, that brought him so much comfort, so much peace. That is like, I want that kind of peace, man. Menos a menos tener activos los subtítulos. Yo no sé cómo activar eso. Creo que es hasta que después que se acaba se pueden ver. Pero estoy hablando de lo que está pasando. Y lo que va a pasar, porque pues básicamente estamos siendo gobernados por un guerrillero. Y está
haciendo políticas que nos van a joder a todos, especialmente a la gente que tiene algo en este país. Don't lose hope. It's hard. I'm just holding it until next year. That is elections. Depending on what happens there, we'll see. Right now, we're checking the price of the dollar and we're buying dollars because this is going to shit. And after all the murder attacks, the terrorist attacks, the dollar just went up. It's more expensive now, so fuck. I'm not so, I don't let me talk about the euro. That's even more expensive. It's almost 5 times the money I make here. 5 times. And the dollar is 4 times the money. 4 times. It's so much. From one spending to the other, you have to find out sympathy. Puerto Rican people see me as an enemy because of my culture and disabilities. That's exactly right. And knowing some people here in this country, I understand why people outside think that. Like, even I share some thoughts. But the fact that just because I'm share I share a nationality with criminals, people outside are gonna treat me like a fucking criminal myself. It's like, dude, I didn't choose to be born here. I didn't. If I would have any choice in the matter, trust me, I would have been born somewhere else. Even, I'm not saying not Latin America, but not here. Uh, there's a reason why every time I travel outside this country. There is a reason. I am 38. My parents had abandoned me in childhood. I'm still alone my entire life. I'm so sorry. I don't own my own house. I have depression, getting divorced. My job is too secure. Uh, life is hard. And I'm so sorry. But I learned life is a mystery. I can be ugly at times. But I know He teaches us something. We have to be grateful for what we have. I am grateful for what I have. But it irritates me and infuriates me that just because someone gets into power and because they have the fucking power, they can say, I can take this from you because I want to. Even if you work your fucking entire life to get that, I'm gonna take it. I'm not protected by law because I create the fucking law. What the fuck? That's that's insane. And that has happened and that could happen here. So goddamn. It's good to let it all go and accept your situation. Yeah, I think this is me grieving the life I have because the future, because everything is showing me that I'm gonna lose it all. So sometimes I don't know if I should be just in panic mode, stop spending everything, save everything, but at the same time it's like I don't even know when everything's gonna go to shit. Like it's going to shit, but I don't know when everything's gonna be taken away from me. So I don't know if I should just keep up living. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm afraid that I'm getting into this space when I'm depressed. Oh, I don't want to get into that because
hard to come out from it. Sometimes it takes me months. So I don't want to. A wise man once said, "You can do everything the right way and still lose." That isn't weakness, that's strength. You're not gonna win every time, but failure is a lesson to do better next time. If Colombia keeps doing what they're doing, I know it's gonna end up like Venezuela, like Cuba. That's scary shit. Like, I've heard how in Venezuela they took everything away from them. It's like some one day the government could knock on my door and say this house doesn't longer belong to you, even if you paid millions of pesos and worked your entire life to get a patrimony. This belongs to us now. You're left without anything. Wow, that's terrifying. That's infuriating, and it's like, whoa, dude, what's the bloody point then? Don't they teach you to work hard, save money, buy some patrimony to someone I don't know where taking it away from you? Fuck. My parents are Cuban, and suffer so much. I know, and I keep saying people, and I remember back in 2022, every time you try to tell somebody not to vote for the fucking guerrillero criminal that everybody insulted you, even they threatened you to hurt you if you keep talking badly about the guy. What? And it keeps happening. Like, how can you still follow that man after everything he has done to this country? He destroyed the healthcare system, which was really good compared to other countries. Let me tell you, I'm trouble. I know. Trust me on that. He destroyed that. He's destroying the economy. Like everything is double, almost triple what it once was. The security, what the fuck? They're protecting criminals. It's a government of criminals. Criminals are no longer afraid of the police. They're doing reckless things. They even paid it. The government is paying the criminals to not steal or kill. What they did is steal and kill. Out of our taxes, they're paying them salaries. What? Who thinks that's a good idea? Who thinks that's a good person that should be president? And he's handling the government in a way that it's all his friends. Everybody else is going down. Even they are getting fired, or now they're starting to get killed. They're gonna end up just like Cuba, and we're gonna end up just like Venezuela. That's exactly it. If someone foments and spreads hate, speeches like war or death, what do you think is gonna happen? People are gonna start killing each other. If someone sees that the other person has something they want, they will shoot you, to get it from you. I heard news that someone got shot in the head for a freaking cell phone. That's what your life is worth? A freaking cell phone? And in the US, what's happening with immigration? I understand that some people got into the country illegally and they were doing crimes. I get that. But this is getting out of control. And outside this country, I will be an immigrant. It's some if everything goes to shit here, where am I gonna go? Countries are getting more strict with immigration, and at some point I understand, but where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? I don't know. I seriously don't know. Speaking of slap in the face, I remember when I felt betrayed by my parents for selling the whole culture. That's how I felt when people I knew voted for the one that's in charge now. It is a slap in the face because what the fuck? It goes against everything that this country is. That our parents fight so hard to overcome. Now we're back to that time. Yeah, I understand. What the fuck? And I know people say you should leave politics outside though, that shouldn't interfere with your friends, with your family. But how can I trust somebody who voted for something like that? That speaks a lot about a person. You have to leave the country, to live in another country. Which one would you choose? I always wanted to live in the US. Always. I know it's Hollywood and movies that you idolize place, but every time I've been there, it's been good. Like nobody has been rude to me. It's been actually nice, but I don't think I can do that now because I'm an immigrant, because I'm Latina, and because I know many Latinos, many Colombians have gone into that country to do crimes. I know that. So I don't know. I actually don't know at this point. And no, Canada is also putting out laws that it's gonna make so difficult to immigrate. So I don't know. I actually don't know. I think that's the course of knowing too much because I like to know what's going on all around the world. Sometimes I'm looking for comfort. Like we're all struggling, but other times I'm worried because we're all going through shit. If everybody's complaining, I don't have enough to live. Even if I work, I don't have a salary to pay my rent. What is going on? What is gonna happen in the future? And seeing all the worlds, or is discouraging. Is serious question. What is the ONU for? ONU. What is it for? Is it supposed to like handle all those things? But no. What's the bloody point? Here in Venezuela, let's talk about how Trump tricked them into thinking he'd approve their citizenship only to be deported. Imagine, I'm talking about the good people trying to go away to because the situation in Venezuela is hard. Going away to start fresh, to find some peace, and then they have to go back to the place. Oh, man. Or if they had children in the US, they were separated because the children are Americans, but the parents are immigrants. I think that's horrible. That's breaking my heart. Your mom wants to stay because it's our the place of familiarity. She's said in her way and will be stubborn about it. I know, but if it gets to like Cuba, where they don't even have electricity some days, where they have to do these endless lines to get food, what kind of life is that?
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm from the place I was born into. Speaking of sticking around to make places better, uh, I do believe that, yeah, if everybody has this goal of making the place better, if the politics and if the laws allow them to, they should stay. But if everything goes against private property, freedom of speech, why would you stay there? I know how it feels to have poor mental health that young. I don't know it, or I know it and I'm meeting it, but it's like, how am I gonna overcome it? I don't even know how life was without being in pain. Seriously, I don't even know. I got to know what real pain is at the age of 11. I was 11 when I was hit with the fucking reality. 11. So it's been 15 years dealing with life. Fuck, it's too much. Ah, so at this point, I don't even think I have dreams anymore. I don't even feel the same joy I used to feel because it's always the same criticism, like I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not brown enough, I'm not white enough. It's like, for once, I just want somebody to like me, accept me for who I am, with flaws and everything, because I know I have many. We're human beings, I know. It's affecting the whole world, yes. So everything since the pandemic has been shit. Everything. It's been only 5 years. La situación está difícil. Si no está, en todo el tiempo que llevo de vida, nunca la había visto tan difícil como ahorita. Tan desesperanzadora. Y la verdad, deseo que se recupere. Even here in America, some of us are buying silver and gold to preserve our wealth because in the US keeps going up and down. I, so you're literally buying silver and gold? Like, where do you buy gold? And don't tell me that, like, we're here buying dollars because of it. Uh, so, I don't know. Don't you think buying euros, también, it also helps? I don't know. I have to experience people talking shit away from me all the time, all life long, only for people close to me to dare and ask me, what does life, America, or anyone owe you? Oof. Nothing is gonna hit as hard as life. Fuck yes.
The thing is, how do you overcome it? Yes, I know I'm too emotional. A lot of Colombians have to move to Spain, even with the blackouts. Most countries are not having it easy. Yeah, but trust me, the situation has never been worse than it is now. Yes, I'm still in Colombia, suffering, afraid that everything I owe is gonna go to shit. I would love to, regardless of where I decide to go, I would love to, like, I'm doing it legally, of course. So that, but uh, there's so many possibilities at the same time, so many difficulties that I just think of everything and it's like, what would I choose? That's why people say we have to wait and see. The situation is so easy, but not in the US. It's understandable at all. All politicians are the same, but no matter what side. There are people who are willing to help you. Yeah. Come to Canada, even though our economy is in trouble. I don't think there is. Well, no, I'm lying. There are two countries I know are doing better: El Salvador and Argentina. Well, Argentina has been going through a rough patch for years, but Milei is really helping. And Salvador with Bukele. I mean, my respect for the guy. The UK is not what it used to be either. I don't think any country is what it used to be 10, 20 years ago. None of them, which is concerning. But the only one that's doing better is El Salvador. What they were living before Bukele was horrible. Save as much cash as you can and then follow your dreams. You know, the thing here is that it's not just mine. After my dad passed away, I inherited some things, but my mom, my sister are involved. I can't do anything. uh, and I don't want to be impulsive to say like we should start selling shit. We have to get away from here. Like if it were just me, I would do that. But it's not just me. So yeah, I'm saving as much cash as I can. That's why on Patreon I've been uploading more things because that's saving in dollars. But I'm doing the best I can, and yeah, I wish I could talk to people like, what the fuck can I do? Nobody knows. Vanessa, there are lots of men out there who think that you're pretty. Here it doesn't happen. I don't like fit with the culture here. It has always happened. That's why I learned English to go outside. So the dating pool here, or I think in general, it's hard because I'm not looking for a hookup. Ew, I want something real. And I think it's because I'm at this point of my life where I'm like, what do I want in life? And I want to have a family. I need somebody good, good in like a hardworking person with a good heart, and that's lacking at least here. Everybody's so resentful. It's insane how much hate it's here. It's it's horrible. I always share my feelings. I think it's ridiculous to hide your feelings. Why? It's better to let it out because it will eat you inside. That's what I always do. That's why some people don't like me because if I think you're doing some shit, I will tell you you're being stupid, and people don't like that. And I would love for people to tell me I've been an idiot. Please tell me. I'm here for you no matter what. That's why I'm so grateful for my little YouTube community that we're now 40K. We're a small channel, but it really, ever since I've started this, I feel a support that I've never felt in my life. Because the only thing I've heard was, you're not good enough. You should change this, you should change that. Don't do this, don't do that. And it's nice to hear good things about you for a change. You know? That's why sometimes I'm like, I want to throw it all out. I want to stop posting it. But this is special for me. So I keep on going. The first thing you do is learn what you can and cannot control. The next is to wake up every day and say what you're thankful for. It changes your brain. It matters how you use your energy to make things better. Thank you, great old God, for the donation. There are good things to go. I hope so, because, man, I think that's true happiness. Be at peace. No matter what you do in life, if you are at peace, that's it, that's the goal, right? Hate isn't acceptable. Yes, it's like, why? Why so much hate? I gotta go sleep now. Sorry for reminding you right at this time where you shouldn't be. uh, Sometimes not all celebrations are gonna be so cheerful. Keep updated on Twitter. Though it's very informative. Yes, in case you don't follow me on Twitter, I just I'm sharing everything I can on Twitter about everything that's happening because I feel like I have to do something, and I know it's ridiculous, but uh, It's the only thing I can do to show what really is happening. I have people calling me for honesty about the other people's behaviors too. And I too have been punished for doing what I was told. It's yeah. They don't like it because you're emotionally intelligent that makes them feel uncomfortable. Yes, it's true. I know the truth is sometimes uncomfortable because I've experienced that, but I appreciate when they tell me things because I can work on that. Or I don't know, at least you know what the person is thinking of you. What we can do is the best we can in life. The only one you have to impress is yourself. Ah, I'm very hard to impress. As long as you keep going, you keep getting better. As you get better, you get more confidence. That along with success. Amen. R2D, R2B2. Thank you for the donation. How is your progress of getting abs? It's hard. I mean, I work out at 5:30, 6 a.m. And when you haven't eaten anything, it looks like it's getting there. Then I eat. I mean, I'm gonna get them. I know I'm going to, but damn, it's so hard. I don't have the best genetics because sometimes it's all about genetics. So it's gonna be harder for me, but I'm taking a good care on my food. So let's see. I hope you don't make your trainer too much. I haven't done that again. Life is for both dark and light. We cannot escape it, but we can decide what is important and close to the circle and leave the dark people out. But it's also isolating because I've been doing that and damn, I'm alone. I have to go now. I'm really happy I got up this stream. Just know that we all love you and you're not alone. Thank you. No pain, no gain. Exactly. You, I'm trying to dunk a basketball myself. What is dunk? Can you explain it to me? Use the power of the SWAT. I get the reference. It's been a few weeks, but I don't remember the reaction. Ah, would you recommend any local dish that we can cook up? I like arepas. Putting the ball inside the rim. Is that hard? Sometimes when I work out, I tell myself, pain is weakness that leaves your body. That's why I have to scream. Like, I need to let it all out. Like, ah. Take your troubles to Don Corleone. He's long gone. I have to take off and run some errands. Be well, be safe, take care. God bless. Gracias. Sorry to hear about what's happening. I really say, pray for you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Hola. ¿Estás enferma? No, solo tengo dolor de cabeza. was isolating myself really bad to the point, oh my god. But luckily, I have people to help me through it. I'm so happy you have people. It's so important to have support. And I hope you're better. 6 years smiling now. Please do more live streams more often. Uh, I think I'm gonna do a live stream on Sunday. Es que te ves cansada. La vida me tiene cansada. Ay. Are you okay? Just wanted to say hi. Hi. Yeah, I'm going through some stuff, but it is what it is. I have a headache now. Sí, soy de Colombia. ¿Tú de dónde eres? Find the best memory of your early childhood where you felt good. It can be tiny but strong one. That's your anchor. You're gonna make me cry. Yeah. But sometimes I get sad because it's in the past. I hope you hang out with everyone. Make you feel better. Yeah, I mean, I just needed to talk about it. Without people telling me I shouldn't talk about it. I shouldn't feel that emotional about it. So yeah. Uh, do you still drive a Mazda? How do you know I drive a Mazda? Did I mention it before? I don't remember. Soy de Mexico. Why are you crying? Just got here. Life. Life, guys. That's why I'm crying. Here to listen. Thank you. What time is it? Uh-oh. I have to start cooking some dinner and calm me down because if my mother sees me like this, she's gonna freak out. Uh, is there a reason you don't do reactions to war films? Not really. I should one day. Oh, really? I say that. I'm watching so much of your Patreon. I have many things on Patreon, right? It's like 100 videos, sort of. Luckily, I found a great psychiatrist that helped me through my issue. Oh, yeah, I'm so happy for you. Are you taking medication? Like, I'm, lately, I've been through psychologists, neuropsychologists, the psychiatrist, because I really wanted to know some things about myself. So, and now I'm going to a psychologist. So it's a slow process, and I hope I get better in the future. Right now, I just had a couple of sessions, so how about reacting to music? The problem is copyright. It's always a problem, you know. I could try it. ¿Viste reacción a la película Anyone But You? Me gusta mucho esa película. Yo no sé por qué la gente la odia. O sea, para mí fue muy divertida. Yo me reí mucho. I'm on 2 different medications and they completely turned my life around. I'm so glad. My sister takes medication and that helped her too. So, yeah, I'm so happy for you. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Me gusta mucho tu reacción, me estaba riendo, eres muy graciosa. Es que me fluye, me fluye. Por eso siempre trato de grabar cuando estoy de buen humor, porque si no, no me fluye. Hola, tengo que regresar a mi psicólogo cuando tengo la oportunidad. Yo nunca me he quedado con un solo psicólogo, como que siempre cambio porque digo, ah, I want something new. You won't make money from music reactions, but for some songs you could get a lot of views. Yeah. I like with the trailer reactions, I don't get any money from them either. I just do it because I'm excited about the films. Yeah. Basically, it helps. The movie reactions help because I just shorten the film, and when it's too long, I divide it by two, and that gets monetized, and I get paid because damn, I need the money. Believe in yourself, have faith, congrats on your achievement here on YouTube. Let's see how long it takes me to get to 50,000. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go because I need to get ready. I actually am going to Mexico. Voy a viajar a México en agosto, septiembre, porque pues ya lo tenía pago. Así que if it's the last trip I will ever be able to do before everything goes to shit, I guess I have to enjoy it. There you go, cool future. No, no, no. Have you had a chance to get out, like, see Mission Impossible? Yeah, I went to see Mission Impossible sometimes. So nice just to watch the film on the theater. I mean, I've heard How to Train Your Dragon is really good. I will, I will give it a chance. And with Lilo on stage, I mean, is it Lilo on stage? Like I call it Lilo because that's how it's called in Spanish. But that film, like what they did to Ohana, what the fuck? Take care, Vanessa. Hope you will see you soon again. Thank you. También fui a ver Misión Imposible. Sigo pensando que Fallout es la mejor. A veces digo, debe haber terminado ahí. Pero la escena del búnker y la del avión, it sounds better when you say it. Lilo on stage. Okay. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.